Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to my AEW Dynamite review. Before we actually get into the review, I'm sure we got to talk about some big news for AEW today. Now, I didn't know this was actually real at first, but since everybody's been talking about it, unless you haven't been living under a rock all day and whatnot, let's talk about it. The Big Show, Paul Wight, has joined AEW. He is signed with them. And at first, I thought this was a joke when I heard it this morning. My friend Gerard texted me saying, it's Big Show, all elite, and I'm sitting there wondering, like, what is he talking about? I wasn't around a computer at the time, so, or even my phone, or just looking through it, so I didn't believe him at first when he told me that. I'm like, this is a joke, right? But then he showed me the photo. I'm like, this is real. Like, Big Show joined AEW, like for real, and I didn't really believe it. I honestly didn't, because I'm like, this guy really joined up over there, huh? Like he joined AEW, and I was really surprised. It was unexpected. Now, the reason why I heard is what that WWE and Big Show could not come to a deal and whatnot on a contract, and what Big Show's contract was up. So I didn't know his contract was even up. So this was like one of those out of nowhere things that I didn't really expect to happen. I don't think anybody really expect to happen. To be honest, because I would say this Big Show to me always felt like a WWE lifer at this point since he's been with the company for 22 years. It's just, I don't know, like, wasn't he on TV? Like, this dude technically did main event WrestleMania last year. Let's not forget that he main evented against Drew McIntyre. Remember, that was the real main event of WrestleMania, folks. That happened literally right after Mania that night. Was Drew versus Big Show for the WWE title. And the last time Big Show was on was what, just going against Orton and then getting berated by him. Now, Big Show is going to wrestle in AEW, but he's also going to do commentary since they're going to do another version of Dark on YouTube. Why do you need two Dark shows? I don't know why. And whatnot. I guess they want to showcase more people, but yeah, I'll say this. I watch a little of Dark. I don't get me wrong. I know they're trying to get newer talent over, but it's still a bunch of job guys on there. So I don't know why they need another version of Dark with Big Show commentating on it with Tony Schiavone. Um, do I think this is a game changer in a way? Yes, Big Show is a big name. Okay, he has name value. People know who he is and whatnot. So it's not like Big Show is just some schmo. I don't think he's as big as a lot of other guys, though, if they would have taken them in. But I like Big Show though. But since he's going to wrestle, I do believe he may have been brought in, and I don't know how much. I'm sure they paid him a lot of money, but obviously, I still think they want to do him versus Shaquille O'Neal, the Shaq match. I think that's gonna happen. I really believe because come on, Shaq's gonna wrestle in like the next week or two, and then all of a sudden you just bring Big Show in the company. So and it's funny. I'm gonna have to stop calling him Big Show soon. I guess we may have to go back to calling him the Giant Paul White again. Welcome to WCW, folks. This is WCW 3.0 we got in this company, but but yeah, it's most likely gonna be Shaq versus Big Show at some point in time. And I wouldn't be surprised if Big Show and Jericho reformed Jericho again too. So I would not be surprised if any of that even happens. But they want to do that match. And once again, I get a phone call during the review. What is up with this shit? Okay, I had to get that phone call out the way. But as I was saying, no, about Big Show there, probably gonna have to start calling him the Giant or something again. But where did I leave off on, huh? Yeah, Big Show though. Do I think this is really gonna move the needle? Could have moved the ratings for like a week or two, maybe. But I don't know what to expect out of this. All right, I really don't. So I think Big Show will help a lot of the younger talent there. Hopefully they'll actually listen to him because there's like a lot of people listen to a lot of legends in this company, anyways. So hopefully they can he could help a lot of younger talent. Now I know some people may not want to see Big Show wrestle, but I find it funny sometimes when I was reading a lot of comments today, people were saying Big Show's here, Big Show's gonna do this, Big Show like is gonna do that in AEW. One shot the same motherfuckers that was saying, please retire Big Show. Now y'all act like he's the shit again because he joined AEW. So kind of very hypocritical from fans, but that happens a lot anyway. So like I said, it's an interesting move from a business perspective, I think it's good. People know, like I said, people know who Big Show is. That probably will get new fans to watch because let's be honest, the ratings look like shit right now, and they're still in like what the 700,000s and whatnot. So it's not like anybody's really watching. So Big Show is a big enough name in wrestling that people do know. Okay, now I know some would say now if they sign somebody like Kurt Angle or something like that, then people probably be more interested. But Big Show though, Big Show has name value, and people want to see Big Show. So I think this can work. I think it can work. I'll say that. So we'll see where this goes. But he signed a multi-year deal and whatnot. So yeah, Big Show. We're gonna see. We'll see. It's an interesting move. I was shocked and genuinely surprised that he was signed to AEW today. So yeah, folks, the Big Show, Paul Wight is coming to AEW. But first match of the night, we got Jon Moxley versus Dolph Ziggler's brother, Dolph 2.0. Ryan Nemeth, I should say, or Nick Nemeth, or whatever the fuck Nemeth. I don't even know, but I think it's Ryan, though. But yeah, Moxie ended up winning. Death Rider, whatnot, paradigm shift. But the most thing to talk about is the promo after, as Moxley got a chair and he sat in it, talking about, you know, ever since the day he woke up without that AEW title, he's thought about nothing else but taking it back. And he talked about the whole exploding barbed wire death match thing, which I'll say this: at least Terry Funk gave, I guess, his blessing to the match. So we'll see where this goes. Even though I felt when they kind of announced this, it just felt indie, but I just said it's not fucking Japan from this many years ago. So we'll see if they'll make this work. I'm like, okay, they got Terry Funk's blessing. Terry Funk has done these matches, so we'll see if it works. But he talked about the words about this match, fire, blood, burn, and torture, and vintage Japanese wrestling magazines. And those are the words that make him feel about this. It makes people's palms sweat. It gives him a cheap thrill and whatnot. And he's an addict. He says he's addicted of living close to the flame. He's addicted to the blood, sweat, and tears, leaving his soul every single night he gets in that ring, and he can't get enough of it. And this whole exploding barbed wire death match is gonna pull him in, even if it's some type of trap by Kenny and his crew and whatnot. That Kenny is just the first of a long, sad list of guys that tried to take him out. And Mox basically said he's going to get everything he has to get that title back. And at Revolution, it's going to be a pile of blood and glory. And, it's going to be a hell of a way to go out, as he said. So, that basically ended the promo. So, yeah, Mox, great promo out there. Thinking these Moxie promos are never really that bad anyways. But, great promo, though, to sell this whole exploding barbed wire match thing. Fenix is going against Archer tonight, as I guess they're talking to them in the back, as Fenix kind of said that he's the worst tag partner to have, and they kind of start brawling for a second until later on. Brian Cage and Ricky Starks Taz on commentary went against the Varsity Blondes, Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison out there. Good tag match, I should say. But I think everybody's talking what happened after. Cage got the drill claw and won the match, but next thing you know, everything went dark. I guess they showed Sting driving a car with Darby Allin in the body bag being dragged. Darby had opened the bag up, and he rose up with the TNT belt, smiling. But when Sting came out, he had another body bag, but it had Taz's son Hook in there, which Taz like, what the fuck is this shit, basically. Next thing you know, I guess this is basically like WCW now, or maybe Shawn Michaels coming down the damn rafters and whatnot. Well, Sting coming down the rafters too, but Sting kind of like went up and down. That kind of zip lined all the way to the ring. Darby Allin did, and next thing you know, Allin and Sting got in the ring. They started taking out Cage and Starks. Sting, no. He started hitting Cage with several moves. He hit him with the Stinger Splash. He got him with the Scorpion Death Drop, and picked up his jacket and left. So Sting at least has proved two things. A, he can still take bumps after that power bomb last week. I know people are worried, but I'm just gonna say Sting can go. Sting can still go, folks. And Sting hit some moves. So we'll see what happens in the street fight, but at least he's proved that, he has not lost it yet. He still has some fight left in him. Um Right after, though, Tony Schiavone interviewed Miro, Kip, and Penelope Ford about what happened at the wedding. and Miro said he wanted to take out Orange Cassidy and talked about how Charles to come back and wash his car and kettlebell, and I guess they got a note or something saying, "Will you wrestle the Revolution? Yes, no, maybe." And Miro says he's tired of this crap. Honestly, I don't even want to see this match at Revolution, but it's gonna happen anyways. Jake Hager when he gets Brandon Cutler, fuck him. It's the same guy that bitched about JR. But yeah, nothing much to say here. Hager got the win. Um, rest of the Inner Circle came out and jumped Cutler. The Bucks came for the save and got on the microphone telling Chris Jericho and MJF to come out. We don't gotta wait till Evolution. We'll kick your ass right now. But Jericho and MJF showed up on the screen, so you don't waste your time coming down here. We'll see you at Revolution. But next thing you know, they beat up the Young Bucks' dad. Some people say it looked like paint on his face, but they beat up his dad and threw him into the truck and leaving blood on it, a lot of blood, I should say, until they came out there to help their dad, and they ended up putting him in the ambulance where Gallows and Anderson were there all of a sudden, and got them into the ring and into the ambulance and whatnot. So they were on their way to the hospital after that. So at least they're trying to build some tension in this angle going into Revolution. They had a video package with Jade, Shaq, Cody, and Red Velvet. At least they actually had Jade and Shaq in a wrestling ring this time in this video package. Okay, it's not like I didn't mind the last one last week, but we know they both play basketball. But dude, you're getting ready for a match. Can we show you in some type of training in the ring? I don't know how much Shaq is going to teach Jade Cargill in the ring, but at least they're actually training in a wrestling ring this time. So at least we saw that just for a few seconds. Hangman Page went against Isaiah Cassidy. Jack Evans and Angelico were out there with Matt Hardy. Good match. Enjoyed this. I like this match. I like this match a lot. Hangman did get the win with the dead eye. Like I said, very enjoyable. Hardy, though, basically got on the microphone, so you're going to pay for it, and your little Dark Order buddies, since that Dark Order did come out when Hybrid 2 was out there, too. And Matt Hardy came out, and I guess he beat up 5, 10, or whatever number the guy is, and threw him off the stage and whatnot. So, yeah, it's still doing Hardy and Hangman at Revolution. Alex Marvis, was somewhere was like a chop shop or something. At Don Callis, they were constructing a Moxie extermination chamber or elimination chamber, and what Omega was building. So where are they doing all these travel things? He's on a golf course one week, he's on a preschool the next week, and now he's at like a chop shop or some type of construction place. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. What else? They showed the women's tournament that's going on. To be honest, I've only seen like half of it and mostly just highlights in a way. Some of the little tournament is good, but a lot of it is bad at the same time. Britt Baker went against Nyla Rose. Whew, rough match, I should say that. It wasn't bad, but kind of rough at the same time. I'm actually surprised Britt Baker didn't even go over here, and Nyla Rose did. So Nyla Rose moves on into the tournament and whatnot. So yeah, I didn't actually thought Baker was gonna win, because trust me, I saw that other Baker match on the YouTube of the tournament, and it was horrible. This was still rough, but it was okay at the same time. I'll give it that. Um, it was okay, but yeah, Nyla Rose moves on. They showed a video package for FTR versus Jurassic Express next week. I will say this: Tully Blanchard better not sell the Marco stunt, because the dude will probably lose a lot of credibility then. But Jake Roberts, not Jake Roberts, Lance Archer went against Ray Fenix in the main event. Had a lot of time out there, I'll say that. Really good match. Phoenix is a madman. What can I not say? Phoenix is a madman. Whoever wins this match will be in that ladder match to get a shot for the TNT title. I enjoyed this. I still like Phoenix doing that tightrope thing, even the Spanish fly he did onto Archer, but Archer ended up kind of coming back, hitting he hit Phoenix like a buckle bomb and a choke slam, and he hit him with the blackout for the win. As Archer is going to be in that ladder match then with Scorpio Sky, Pentagon, and Cody. Basically, they went over the matches for next week. AEW The Crossroads, which yeah, I find it funny. I feel like Cody's just putting himself over. I'm like the Crossroads. That's what they calling it, huh? You can meet me at the crossroads, so you won't be lonely. You can meet me at the crossroads, so Cody can put himself over. Cause Cody's gotta beat everybody. Cody's gotta beat everybody. Cody's gotta beat everybody. You know why? Because you can see him at the crossroads so Cody can put himself over. So he can put himself over. Yeah, that's what that title reminds me. I wouldn't mind somebody trying to remix Bone Thugs if they had to do that, okay? But wow, I'm glad I reached the end of this review because I keep getting these phone calls. Oh yeah, but other than that though, yeah, that's my review of AEW tonight. We'll see what happens next week at the Crossroads. But yeah, tell me what you think about Big Show joining AEW and mostly a lot of build up. Not final build up, but a lot of build up going into Revolution next week or two when the pay per view happens. So a lot of that. And what do you think about Sting actually hitting some moves tonight in the ring also? Okay, so yeah, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Tell me what you think about the show tonight. Yada, yada, yada. You know how it goes. You know it's me, HWD. Coming into news and reviews. Know I am, know what I do. Showing off, flowing, I go. See you down, hopping like a toe. We'll be back next week for the Crossroads. Out here. See you guys later. Peace.